checking the flop behind and calling the turn put him on a really marginal strength made hand. And I just thought that Kyle gives me a lot of credit for balancing and that I can show up with a big hand there. And so I went for the bluff. Uh, on the right, you're never that happy, but the fact of the matter is he's going to fold enough for this to be profitable with the way he's playing. It's just really awful to get it in against a bigger draw, but worse things have happened. Oh man, I get it in somehow, like ahead, but not really. That's really funny. I guess you could get it in against a smaller draw too. Um, the thing about that hand is that if he's bluff raising and folding, even just a very small percentage of the time, you're doing very well to stick it in with your equity. But to be honest, I after looking at it again, I kind of feel like I should have just folded because there's too many times that I just get it in against 10 jack and I'm in such bad shape that I think it might be a good spot to just let the hand go. Even any flush draw and any straight draw just has me in really bad shape. So okay, yeah, I really don't like my play here actually, even though we got it in as good as we could have. I think it's bad. I should fold the flop there. So, not a fan of my play there. Kyle's is obviously completely standard. Don't think a particularly good spot to bluff on the right. I don't think he peels the turn without a heart too much, maybe a king. On the left, I like a good spot to go ahead and 4-bet it up. So as the match progresses, his fold to 3-bet, it's 71 and 72, so he's pretty consistent. I'm just trying to flat stronger hands so I can actually get value out of my strong hands because he just folds pre-flop so much. He doesn't seem to be adjusting or anything, so kind of a marginal flop check call, but I guess my range is weighted towards a lot of straight draws. Kind of want to get fancy and go for a bet. There's so many missed straight draws, and he could have a number of bluff catchers. I think I'm only gonna lose to ace high. I mean, top pair. Yeah, I didn't think he'd show up with a 10 very often. I guess kings is fine, it makes sense. I kind of like my merge there, though. I think between all the 8, 9, jack 9, king, king, queen, queen, jack, I guess that's about it. I think I could get looked up by king high, a 7, a 5, a 4, and I think I only lose to an ace, and sometimes a 10 and he bet on the flop, and of course jacks through kings, which are a small part of his range. Uh, it was thin, but I think it makes me tough to play against, and it's a decent bet. On the left, my game reps flush draws and sevens really reps flushes and 7x really well on the turn, so I'm I'm happy with my semi bluff, and then when I get there, um, easy easy bet. He really likes to double peel. I guess he's putting me on delayed c bet. He's really putting the delayed c bet as a hot heavy part of my range. So I guess I need to just check behind made hands and bet twice. Get my two streets that way. I think I might try that for balance. If I make a top pair, I think I'm just gonna check it behind and then bet twice. Maybe he'll completely misread my hand like he has been with this ace high stuff. Maybe I'll just c-bet my air then if he's gonna give me credit. I don't know, just trying to balance, trying to think of ways to make my game match up better against his game. That's all I'm doing. So when he doesn't barrel the ace on the turn, kind of assume he has showdown value, which he does. I don't know if he would have folded it though because the board was so coordinated. I'm gonna start c-betting my air more and actually check behind my made hands at least once just to see, at least a couple times, give it a try and see if it works. I could adjust by folding my button more, but I I don't think we're to that point yet. It's getting close where I'm definitely considering folding some buttons, but we're not there yet. I still like my 100% strategy here, almost 100% strategy. I'll defend the twos for the 11 more. Oh my god, I made a set. Um, let's see. What do I want to do here? I think I'm weakest by just raising it up. I think he hits the flop a lot. Don't really think he'll barrel. Guess he just had his airball that time. Um, I think his 3-bet range is so heavily weighted towards broadways. Um, there's some